Take our lead, let's help you make your mark. Our goal is your satisfaction. Let us show you the way.
Just because a landlord is not in possession of a tenancy agreement or lease, it does not mean one doesn't exist. Whilst the landlord has a legal recourse without a written agreement, it is expected that there is a reasonable, legitimate grounds for eviction as per any eviction.
Take our lead.
What are my legal rights without a written tenancy agreement? The fact a landlord and tenant does not have a written tenancy agreement does not affect either of their statutory legal rights. In a similar vein, the tenant is still obligated to pay rent on time and take reasonable care of the property.
Make your mark, take our lead.
If there is no lease, either written or oral, a landlord still can evict you. This is because the lack of a lease means that you are in a month-to-month tenancy at will and must pay rent on a monthly basis, or more frequently if you have an agreement to that effect.
Let's help you make your mark.
How do I make my tenant's life miserable? Provide a written policy. While the lease is your first step in creating a written policy between you and your tenant, it is also not a bad idea to create a do's and don'ts list to give them at move-in. Stay calm and communicate. Review your lease. Create a paper trail. Penalties. Take action quickly. Follow up.
Take our lead.
A sitting tenant is a renter living in a property that their landlord decides to sell. If the tenant has an ongoing contract or agreement with their original landlord, then they retain the right to live in the property when it changes hands.
Take our lead.
All must jointly give the landlord a 21-day termination notice in a periodic agreement, or a 14-day termination notice for the end of a fixed-term agreement, see terminating without a reason, above.
Make your mark, take our lead.
Your landlord only needs to give reasonable notice to quit. Usually this means the length of the rental payment period, so if you pay rent monthly, you'll get 1 month's notice. The notice does not have to be in writing.
Take our lead.
30 days. Notice requirements for California landlords. A landlord can simply give you a written notice to move, allowing you 30 days, 60 days if you've lived in the rental a year or more, as required by California law, and specifying the date on which your tenancy will end.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the bell notification.